Hey, good morning. Trying to buy your first house? I think you really need to listen to this. First time home buyers, you really need to listen to this because YouTube has helped me to expose some realtors. Because, believe it or not, a lot of realtors are trying to sell you a house, but not informing you about everything that's going on when you're trying to buy that house. You see, a lot of realtors, not all, but a lot of realtors are just trying to get that first sale. So they won't expose everything to you or don't give you a clear understanding of what you're getting into until you purchase it. And it's like the realtor got their commission and they're gone. So a lot of times the realtors are trying to sell a house and they can't get it. They can't get it sold. So they got to go to the next level, which is not telling you or exposing you to the full truth of what you need to know. So when you go out there looking for your first house, talk to 2 or 3 different realtors and see if they're all on the same page. Okay, because like I said, a lot of these people are getting these mortgages and they get their first payment. They're like, hey, I didn't know this was going to be on. I didn't know this was going to be. I didn't know my mortgage was going to change. I was supposed to be on a 30-year fixed mortgage. It wasn't supposed to change. And it is going to change because they're not telling you everything you need to know. So I'm here to tell you what to look out when you get your first house. And this is really going to help you. I mean, if you're really trying to get a house, this is going to save you a lot of money, okay? First of all, when you're going to look for your house, like I said, talk to 2 or 3 different realtors. And between those 2 or 3 different realtors, whichever one seems more realistic to you, get with that individual. Okay? Now, check this out. Now, when you go look at your house, trying to find your house, let's say you find your house. All right? Now, when you go find this house and it's in a new community, all right? And there's a lot of things that's in this community. Amenities, which has a rec center, swimming pool, playground. Okay, a lot of people who are first-time buyers don't know nothing about that stuff. And you don't realize that you're being charged for that. Okay, so here we go, the first thing. You go find your house and you like this area. You want this house in this area. And you said, okay, I like this area. And they tell you, okay, to live in this area, it's going to cost you $600 a year just to live in this area because of the playground, the weight room, the amenities. So you got to pay just to play, just to be in the area, okay? So different areas have different prices for HOA. And to me, just my opinion, HOA is kind of a ripoff. It's just my opinion. But a lot of these areas, they make you pay for HOA. Okay. And the second thing you need to recognize when you go into another area is the price of your property tax. And that is one of the biggest things that you really need to understand when you go into that new community. What is the property tax in that area? Because out here in Texas, it's averaging anywhere between 1.9, okay, to 2.5%. Whatever your mortgage is. Whatever your mortgage is, you understand that? Whatever your mortgage is, it's either 1.9 times or 2.5 times whatever your mortgage is. Okay? So now, you know about the HOA. You know about the property tax. Okay? Now you got to get homeowner insurance. Okay? You got to get that now. You got to put money aside for them to come dump your trash. So all this stuff starts to accumulate. All right? And so as you're going through the process of getting this home, you got to figure out what your interest rate is. You see, like I said, a lot of realtors are being exposed because they're not telling you everything you need to know. And I'm upset because a lot of people are getting these mortgages, and after their first year of being in that mortgage goes up. And they're sitting back, why is my mortgage going up? My escrow says I'm short $300, and I got to come out of my pocket $300. What is escrow? See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Get with a realtor who's going to explain everything to you like you're a third grader. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tell you right here what it is. Let's say you find your house for $300,000, right? $300,000. And the interest rate, the average interest rate is right now is 5.5%. That's what the average interest. So with that 5.5, you're looking at about a little bit over $1,500 a month for the mortgage. Okay? Now, you got to put in property tax. All right. So, on the $300,000 house, maybe around let's just keep the number simple. Let's just say 2%. All right. And right there, you're looking at about $6,500 a year. So that's going to run you about $500 or $600 a month. So now let's just say 500. Let's just say 500. So now that 500 is added onto that 1,500. So now you're at $2,000. Okay. And now you got to add on another $85 to $100 for the homeowner's insurance. Okay. So now you're about $2,200 in. Okay. Now you got to add in your HOA. HOA. They're going to charge you, depending on what area you move into, they're going to charge you anywhere between $50 to $100 a month. Okay? So let's just call it $50 a month. So now you're at $2,250. Okay? And now you got to pay for people to come dump your trash. Like I said, depending on what city you live in. Okay? Where I'm at, it's like $85 every quarter. Okay, so right now you're looking at $2,300 a month. Okay, that's what you're looking at. And they tell you got a 30-year fixed rate. So mentally you're like, wow, I got a mortgage of $2,200 a month, and I got it for 30 years. It's never going to change. That's what the realtor tells you, but he doesn't tell you everything. He doesn't tell you why it's going to change, because your mortgage is tied in with your I'm sorry, I can't even think. Your mortgage is tied in with your homeowner's insurance, and it's tied in with your property tax. Now this is why it's going to change, okay? Your house goes up in value. You know what I mean? Your house goes up in value, and people get excited about it because your house is going up. It's creating equity. But if your house goes up, so does your property tax. So your mortgage changes. Okay? And that's why some people's escrows get outrageous. Well, my escrow says I'm $300 short, $600 short, $800 short. So now you got to come out of pocket, pay it up front, or they're going to add that. They're going to divide that $800 of shortness in your escrow. They're going to divide that by 12 months. They add it to your mortgage. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why YouTube's exposed a lot of realtors, because they don't tell you everything. A lot of realtors, not all, but a lot of realtors are just trying to make that quick sale because they can't get the right sale that they want, but not telling you the truth of everything that you need to know. You know, so you got to find out later once you have your mortgage. What did this fee come? What did this fee come? What did that fee come? Well, we told you. They might have just briefly told you, but you didn't understand it. Because a lot of people get so excited about getting their first home. You're signing papers. Sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here. Like I said, your realtor's not exposing everything that you really need to know. Some are, some aren't. So when you go get your first home, seriously, when you go get your first home, you ask that realtor for that area, what is the property tax in that area? It's number one. What is the property tax in that area? Okay? 2, what is the interest rate for the mortgage I'm about to get? For my credit score that I got, what interest rate are you giving me? Okay? What is the HOA that's in that area? You need to understand all those factors. So when you go get your new realtor, you ask them, okay, what is number one, what is my interest rate? Two, what is my property tax going to be on the value of my home? Okay. What is my HOA going to be? Ask those questions because those are going to save you a lot of money. Instead of just finding an area that you want to be in and you just accept it because it's a nice area. No, don't do that. It's about you saving money, putting money back in your pocket. All right? Because some people find a real nice area to live and they find out what that property tax in that area, they're like, oh, no, I don't want that. So be determined, be educated, and understand not every realtor is going to expose everything to you. Like I said, YouTube exposed a lot of realtors. I'm just here to let you know these are some of the things that you really, truly need to understand before you go get your first mortgage. Because it took a lot of your money that you saved up to get your first home. You know, and you want to get that home, but you don't want to be ripped off. You don't want to feel like you've been ripped off. All right? So, like I said, interest rate, property tax, HOA. Okay? Those are the most important three things that you really need to understand. You know, you're going to have homeowners insurance, okay? But these three are the most important, in my opinion, that you really need to understand. I'm not trying to be a bugaboo, but just one more time. All right? What your interest rate is going to be, what your property tax is going to be, and what your HOA is going to be. And remember, whatever the value of your house is, okay, times whatever the property tax is. If it's 1.9 or if it's 2.5, that's going to be times your value of your house. And that's going to tell you what you're going to pay for your property tax. I got some people paying $10,000 a year on property tax. And my people are like, whoa, I didn't know that. Because they don't expose everything to you. They don't explain everything to you. And if you're going to get someone to explain it to you, I mean, seriously, tell them to explain it to you like you're a third grader. So you will understand what you're getting involved with. I'm tired of people getting screwed over in their first home, even their second home, because they're not understanding. I'm just trying to get you guys to understand and to be aware of. Truly understand and be aware of the things that some of these realtors are doing. Some of these realtors, like I said, are just trying to make a quick sale and go on to the next person. Understand what you're doing. Understand what you're getting involved with. Go talk to 2 or 3 different realtors. Talk to your mom and dad. Talk to someone who's already got a home that understands what's going on in the real estate market. Okay? So with that being in mind, you guys have yourself a great day. Just be aware of what you're doing, all right? Take care.